What did it mean to you guys in that fourth quarter? Obviously, we're still around that 20-point deficit. What did you see in the team? What did you feel like was the difference for you guys coming out in that fourth?
I just felt like we started playing with a sense of urgency, and we started competing more. And we need to do that all game. We need to be able to find that drive and that willingness to play that intense from the very beginning.
Well, we'll go back to the beginning too. Then, when you guys first came out, it was really close, 9-8. They went on a run, and it just seemed the whole maybe second part of third quarter seemed to be a big struggle for you guys. What do you attribute that to?
Well, they were hitting their shots, and I felt like we started off really well, but then they hit some tough shots, and we kind of got down, and they hit a couple more tough shots, and it just started snowballing. And then the second quarter, we just didn't play with the confidence and the intensity that we needed to.
And obviously, Murillo, one of the better players in the conference, and she did not have a good game when you guys faced each other at White a few weeks ago. Looked like she came out with maybe a different purpose too.
Yeah, she's a good player, and she's tough to guard when you're out there, and she just creates opportunities for everybody else on her team. So she had a good game, and their other players were hitting their shots, so it's just the way it went.
So going, but still, to give you any comfort, you guys still have another game. You get to play at home on Monday night, and the way the fourth quarter kind of carried, do you feel like that will hopefully springboard you guys into a good outing on Monday?
Yeah, I'm excited to play at home, and hopefully we can find that urgency and play like that from the tip.
And then the fact you guys were able to have some more success on the defensive end there in the fourth. What were they doing that was giving your guys' defense so many problems? They shot over 50% maybe for the first three quarters.
I mean, good players hit tough shots, and they hit a couple tough shots. But I mean, we gave them a couple straight line drives to the basket when we just put our hands up and let them blow by us. And then a couple times I let the post duck me in and get easy layups. So we just wasn't assignment correct a few times, and it led to a lot of easy points and a lot of transition buckets they got from us turning the ball over. That was a difference in the game too, the turnovers in the first half.
What did you like the most about that fourth quarter push? I mean, obviously you kind of got a chance to just go out there and just play loose, nothing else to lose. And it almost looked like a lot of the girls kind of felt that way. Just go out there and play, and then you guys performed like you did.
What I liked most is that we just came together. Like, we could have all just broke down and just let the game keep going the way it was, but instead we lifted our heads up and we came together and we picked each other up no matter what the ending of the game would have been. We just want to go out there and give it everything we have for our coach and for ourselves and for each other.
And for you, it's kind of the same thing as well. You guys get another game on Monday. Does the way you guys were able to kind of carry yourself to the conclusion of this game, how do you see that translating to Monday?
We need to have what we had in the second half, in the first half, and in the second half, the next game. Period. That's all I really got to say about that.
Thank you much.
Yeah, it's obviously dug ourselves a huge hole in the first half, and they came out and took it to us. They were playing with a lot of energy. Senior day for them. Amarillo got off to a great start. Just a really, really talented player, and she made her presence known in the game right away. We didn't have much resistance to it. Gut check time at half, and our kids have responded all year. We've responded with the effort. We just haven't got the results in some of those times. And tonight we responded, which is still a good sign that they're responding to coaching and they're still giving the effort that we want to. Just obviously we dug ourselves too big of a hole to overcome.
And then the physicality or lack thereof kind of early on, it seemed like both teams were having trouble getting a good rhythm early on, just trying to get a feel for what was being called and what wasn't. And that there was a stretch there where it seemed to take both teams out of it, but they kind of found their footing after it a little more quickly than you guys did.
Yeah, I mean, officiating is what it is, Stephen. Couldn't tell you what's a foul and what's not a foul from one end to the other throughout the course of a game and throughout the course of the season. You just got to deal with it as it goes, and you got to try to get a feel for how they're calling it and play that way. The one consistent thing is Tyra's been in foul trouble just about every game we've played. That has nothing to do with the officials. That's her got to be able to make adjustments. We got to be able to teach her how to play without doing that, so we can get her full production level out there in the game and not just spurts and parts of it.
But her performance, again, like you've also preached in that entire stretch where she struggled to stay on the court, she's kind of able to go out there with a I have nothing to lose mentality. Doesn't foul out until like the last few seconds, but performs and gets you guys back into that game.
Yeah, she made some great plays. She's very, very capable of making those plays. We've seen her make them all year. It's, when you get 10 and 7, but you can only play 12 minutes like she did the other night, that doesn't help us as much. And in a year where we're missing some key contributors offensively, we need somebody like her to be getting 20 and 10 because that's what she can do when she's out there. And then I thought Emily Miller was great tonight. She looked like the Emily Miller we've had the first 3 quarters of the season, making shots, making plays in transition. Hopefully that'll continue for her, and we can have that going forward.
You don't go straight to Kansas City, but the perk plus is you do get to play a game at home, another game at White Auditorium. Is it encouraging to see them at least not just wash this game away, fight down the last 8-10 minutes, and going into a game back at home?
Definitely. That's what I told them at halftime. Is this I don't care about the score, but how about some pride in the uniform that you're wearing and what kind of program we've been over the years. I mean, just go out and fight. I mean, that's down 20-something at half is never a good recipe for a comeback win. But I was proud of how we responded and came out and did fight. Got it to manageable there at the end. Just couldn't make enough plays. I'm also glad we get to play one more in white. Obviously, that last senior night against Washburn, I'd like Jacee Kramer to be able to win her last game at White Auditorium and get a second chance at that.